Hi guys, Piotr here. This is Litefinance Global YouTube channel. It's my pleasure to be with you again. With the latest crypto rally, there is a growing demand for short-term trading strategies. So today we are going to discuss the best crypto trading strategies when it comes to the 5-minute chart. Without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Strategies when it comes to the crypto based on the 5-minute chart. That's our topic today. As you can see, that's the 5-minute chart. It doesn't matter that this latest price action here, because if you are going to make your own examples after the video, you are going to see that it's working the same way in the past, right? So really, we have a limited time here, not to bore you too much. Anyway, the first one is based on the volume, and the volume is visible here down. It's very well visible, and well, the context is of course to get the bigger picture, to check how we are trading on the higher time frame. That's the thing. I'm going to show you 1, 2, maybe 3 examples how I'm using the volume, what I'm looking for. All right, then of course it's your homework, it's your own research. I truly believe it's gonna be very, very useful. Of course, we know that lately we've seen quite significant move to the upside when it comes to the crypto. In that case, on the shorter time frame, volume is going to tell you what might be the next move, right? So if we are going agree, and now I'm showing you that that's the truth. If we are going to agree that that was the over here some kind of the consolidation, right? So this particular candle moved to the upside. It was the upside break candle, all right? And as you can see, with the high volume, so it's not something you wanna fade. I would rather say it's something you wanna trade with eventually, okay? But to be honest with you, in this particular case, there was nothing for me to try to join the party to the upside after the pullback. Why? Well, because the big break, the big volume, a little bit of the pullback, all right? Another rise, but look, compared to the breakout, to the pullback, the volume was drying up. All right, the volume was drying up, and that was the first sign for me that okay, I'm not gonna continue, I'm not gonna, even the bigger picture, we are going higher. So short term, I've been thinking that, well, maybe at some point we are going to get the better signal to join the party to the upside, or I'm going to totally skip the party to the upside, and maybe there are going to be the short term chance to go lower. Now, why 5-minute chart? Well, because it's a fast. We are getting our signals much more often. Of course, there are going to be many false signals, but the risk reward when it comes to the lower time frame, at least 3 rewards, 1 risk, showing that it is enough to be 3 times right out of the 10. So what I've been looking for, suddenly we've seen the downside break, and what has happened here, the volume was the second biggest. That was the upside break. Okay, let me show you again. That was the upside break, okay, and that was the downside break. And the thing is that this breakout candle bottom, okay, being suddenly broken, the whole move started here. Okay, so that was my zone. And what has happened? All right, consolidation phase and the stop hand. So why this particular point would be my short entry? Why would that be? Well, because of what has happened, based on my opinion only, with the volume. Here was a stopping volume, we moved higher. Here was a lower volume, we moved a little bit higher, and there was no volume attempt to go higher, leaving the upper shadow. That was the sign to try to go short, right? With the stop above the upper shadow high, so it was easily possible. 3R, just make your calculation, you don't have to believe me. So the prices, simple divergence, prices went higher and the volume went lower, right? So that's what I've been looking for when it comes to the volume, looking for some kind of the anomalies, right? Something doesn't look the way you want to look. The same, using the same example with this break to the downside, all right? The same thing. Look, we broke through this significant support, right? Bottom of the breakout candle over here, okay? And there was a significant volume. With another wave to the downside, look what has happened with the volume, dry up. And then suddenly, very significant candlestick pattern showing that something is going on here, right? There was no more selling volume, and the pattern gave, for example, for total scalpers, green light to try to go long with the stop below, right? With the stop below, buying somewhere around here. Okay, so that was the difference between the open and stop. So that was the one, that was the second, and probably that was the third. So 3R for total scalpers as well. So that's how I'm using the volume when it comes to the 5-minute chart on the crypto market. Okay, over to the next one. Before we are going to discuss the second crypto strategy based on the 5-minute chart, please like, subscribe. If you haven't already, leave the comment below. The second one is strictly based on the bigger picture, meaning, as you can see here, we are going to execute on the 5-minute chart, but I like to know where we are from the higher chart perspective. So in that case, that's the Bitcoin price daily chart, and as you can see, well, there was some kind of the consolidation ahead of the strong move to the downside. And lately, we've seen the market just got back into the significant level with the latest attempt to upside break. But as you can see, we have the whole zone. So meaning that once we got higher, and especially within this particular day over here with the upper shadow, all right, I've been looking for some kind of the price action and what we might see after, because I knew it that from the higher time frame we are at the very significant possible supply level. So of course we are here with the limited time, okay? But what has happened? This type of the price action was the very significant from my perspective. Why? Because first thing first, after the upside break, there was a possibility to try to join the party from the long side. So watching very carefully, it was possible to try to long side. Maybe we wouldn't hit the target, but as usual, what I'm always saying, reward, risk, 3, 2, 1. Why? Because it's enough to be 3 out of the 10 times correct to be still profitable, right? So that was the first thing I've been watching. Then we've seen, based on what we have on a daily chart, this green line, we've seen significant, all right, development on the short-term chart because we broke through the latest move to the upside. We broke through the bottom of that candle, all right? That was really important thing here. And well, in that case, I would think what is going to happen if we are going to see the retest after the breakdown. Now, the very important thing that I would take into the consideration, unfortunately, the whole distance here, right? Would be good to talk and have something to the left around 50%. Boom. That's what we have here. So in that case, I would look for any kind of the price action showing that, okay, enough is enough. And this upper shadow with the close below the resistance gave me the green light to try to go short again with 3R reward versus the risk at least. Guys, there is no holy grail. You have to do hundreds of examples before risking real money. But if you have any questions, as I mentioned before, please leave the comment below. I will try to answer to as many as I can. With that being said, wish you a great next trading session. See you around, take care and goodbye.